Hello, many of you have requested me to make a video on how to apply for this scholarship, and I decided to make a quick one. Let's just start on it. So after clicking the link, it brings you to this, and this fellowship is for 2027-2028. So on this, you can see that the deadline is on 28th July. Please don't wait on the deadline, just apply as soon as possible. So when you scroll down, you can see eligible countries, and I hope you can see your country. I can see Kenya, Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria. Yeah. So we have different eligible courses, as you can see. For you to be eligible for this scholarship, so you must be from one of these countries, and you must have a minimum of either 2 to 3 work experience. You must have a bachelor's degree, which is a minimum, at least a minimum you have a second upper, or a first class is accepted, or second lower, second upper. So you should not be having a master's level, so which means it's not like it should be your first master degree. So you must be like, you want to start your scholarship no sooner than like on 2027. So this is for 2027 opportunities. You can read all that for yourself. So for the benefits, this scholarship it pays for tuition fees, it pays for your visa application fee, the medical insurance, the flight to and fro, then the residential permit. It also has a settling allowance at the when you arrive in Ireland. There is also a completion and departure allowance at the end of the period. This is a very unique opportunity, because once you arrive, you are given a settling allowance, and at the end of your scholarship, you are also given an allowance. How lucky! And then they also have a monthly stipend of 700 euros. And they have clearly stated that it is subject to review, and the review is always on the positive side. There is also an explanation here about accommodation. So everything is set. So please read the application guideline, and you can see it's downloading. Let it download. So the application process. So the first application process is that there is a preliminary application. So first you apply on it has like 3 stages. So the first stage you apply, then if you pass the first stage, you are being invited to send your detailed application on the second stage. If you pass the second stage, you will be invited for an interview. If you pass the interview stage, now you get the scholarship. So the English language, of course, they verify the English language tests. So that one is something that maybe you can discuss with them or something. Now the eligible programs. So if you click on the eligible programs, it gives you all the programs that are being offered, and the university that is offering the specific a program. So as you can see, each university, the city that it is, and then the website. You can go to the website to read more. Then the map where each university is located. Then now the courses and their codes. So like, for example, MSc in Applied Coastal and Marine Management is being offered in this university. So, and then you can see that there is always this they tell you that the following courses are not available to these specific people. So all the courses that you need are here. I'm sure you will get something. So it has been divided according to the subject. So engineering, you get the courses. You scroll down, you will get, this is for development studies, anything that you did. Masters in arts, distributed resolution is being offered in this university. You scroll down, I'm sure you'll get something. The law. Then we have health, medicine, pharmacy, biotechnology, and any related. So this is where I've been getting, most of people have been asking, what if I need things like on this? So all these courses are here. You need global health, you need dental, you need health promotion, immunology, all those courses. Oh, there is mental health. Someone asked me about mental health. So there is MSc in mental health. This is the course code, and this is the university that is being offered. So I'm sure you'll get something. So you scroll down, you will. So these are all the courses. I'm sure you'll get something for your, yeah. So when, if in this, the guidance notes for stage 1 on your application. So you scroll down. What's happening with my laptop? Yeah, so you scroll down and so please read on these notes to get all the information that you really need to apply. So please read, because this is what they use to rate your application. So you just try to read. Please read. And then application form, if you click this and then you click that link, it will open an application form, which is this one. And now this is the form that you are filling so that you apply for stage 1. So if your rating is good, you will be invited for stage 2. So please make sure you apply by 26th. It's clearly indicated here. Please apply by 26th. So please, they'll be asking you official document, undergraduate degree award, you have this. So assume, please, you have a bachelor's degree. So I'm a national of, say, Kenya, a resident in Kenya. I've studied this number of years. If you have 4 years, 3 years, 10 years, please let it be minimum of 2 years experience, because it is clearly stated that 2 to 3 years experience. Have a bachelor's degree, and then you are final grade. If you have a first class, you have a second upper, you have a second lower, please indicate here. I do not hold. So the eligibility clearly said, please do not hold a master's degree. So this should be your first master's degree. Okay. So yeah, please read this. Please fill this well. This is the most important part. Your surname, first or given name, your names the way they appear in your passport or in your national ID. Gender, female or male. Nationality, if you are Kenyan, Nigerian, Zambia. Country of resident, if you are a Kenyan but residing in Ethiopia, that's where right resident. Date of birth, contact details, phone number, email address. Please fill the details correctly, because this is now how they will contact you in case. And then, do you have accessibility requirements? Maybe, yeah. So let's go down. This is just self-explanatory. This is something that you can do. Now, your education level, as the requirement says, you must have a bachelor's degree. So if you did a BSc in biology, please just write the way they have just stated here, BSc Biology, university. So if you had your universities, University of Nairobi, just right, University of Nairobi in Kenya, from date to what? Then the degree, your score, depending on your country. In my country, in Kenya, we use first class, second class, upper, second class, lower. Please indicate. Don't just write second class. If you have second class upper, just specify you had second class upper. Other academic qualification, if you had a diploma, so just write I had a diploma in maybe nursing, or yeah, then you write the final grade. Maybe you had a certificate, just write. If you've done any English language test, please write as indicated. So here we have the work experience. You start with your most current. If you are currently employed, write currently I'm a nurse at this and this. And then currently I'm a nurse. How long have you been there? 2 years, 3 months. Yeah, like that. So please, this is very important. Try your best to fill this. If you have any previous work experiences outside the organization where you're working, so now previously maybe you have 10 years of experience, 6 years of experience, just try to write the most that is relevant. Then now tell us, from what you've indicated, it should total to how many years of experience and how many months of experience that you've indicated here. Please be as relevant as possible. Briefly provide the leadership positions. So this one is like either at work, maybe you are coordinating, you are working somewhere, you are volunteering, you are doing social activism, your class, college roles, you are the class representative, you are the bell ringer. Please, leadership positions are very important. Just indicate here. So you have the opportunity to choose 3 courses. So we had this full list of courses. Please choose 3 courses that are relevant and that you feel like you really want them. So you choose up to 3 courses. After choosing the 3 courses, now those 3 courses are going to help you to fill this part. This is the most important part, that is distinguishing you as individual from other people. So the first thing they're asking you is, please ensure that anything that you write, you have to align it to SGD goal. Okay, so the first question asks, how will the specific program of study in which you have chosen assist you in your career aspirations? 150 words. It's very short words, but the word limit is very short, but you really have to be very specific. So if you chose maybe mental health, or you chose climate change, be as specific as possible why you are choosing that, so that how is it going to help you. Then how do the program of study, like that specific program, help you work towards achieving your country's national SDG goal? Please be specific which SDG goals you are working towards. So you can choose either 1 or 2, and please try to be as specific as possible. Don't write general like, oh, I want to need. Please try to specifically talk about which specific SDG goal you are working towards. How will you propose to contribute the link between your country and Ireland? Because this scholarship, at the end of it, they want you to come back to your country and use the knowledge you've gained to achieve your dreams in your own country. So please tell us how your study or the programs that you chose is going to help you link the two countries. Please remember, specify the SDG, please. And also try to be consistent. If you talked about SDG 4, try to aligning it, like try to be consistent about your program. So don't be here and there. Yeah, and then that is the word. Please, they have clearly stated, do not exceed the word limit. So what you do is this question A, just take question A, write it here, and then ensure it is just 150 words, and then skip space, go to this question, skip space, go to this question, and please ensure that it's okay. Let me give you a tip. If you don't want this one also to be counted towards the word limit, so instead of coming to copy this, like now you copy and come and paste this here, it is going to affect your word limit. So instead of doing that, just write, if it is question A, and start writing. Or you don't even need to write to specify it's A or B. Just answer these questions, like the first paragraph to answer this, the second paragraph to answer this, the third paragraph to answer this. Or you can write a continuous paragraphs, but ensure that the paragraphs do what? They answer these three questions. And as you can see, it has the 150 words, 150 words, 150 words. Please do not exceed the word limit. And that is, I think, the end. And then you come here, you acknowledge, you tick this box, you continue, you tick the box, you tick this one, your name, and then the date that you completed this. So okay, this one is always for, like, they want to know how you heard about this, the distribution channel. So be specific where you had, maybe in social media, it was on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, maybe your school, anything, please, this. So the most important part is this, please. And if you have any question in writing this question and you want me to help you review this, please, I'm available and free to review. Another thing before I finish, please read these guidelines. Please read these guidelines. There is also another one here. Please read this guideline. You see, when you come here, these links that they are provided here, they're very important. Please read them and ensure that you understand. So you can look at the eligibility countries, eligible courses, who is eligible, what do they mean by this, and everything is here.